We'll sit down and talk for a few minutes. Jump on. We can discuss whatever you want. Let me know once you're here. Still have some stuff to do tonight. Lots to do this coming week here. Give it a few minutes. Let people jump on here. I'm looking for a CD player. I think I have one, but I don't know where. I know that I probably own several of them. I know I own a bunch of DVD players too at this point. I guess those would play CDs. I think that I have a bunch of CDs somewhere. I know I do. I just don't know where they're at. So I'm going to buy some new CDs. New used CDs. I go places where there are CDs for sale, and I'm like, I'm not looking through all of these. it'll be cheaper for me to just buy the ones I want off the internet. If you go on Amazon and punch in whatever band or album you're looking for, it'll come up, and then it'll have used options. So you can do that. The used options are usually like $4 or $5, sometimes 10. But then they charge you $5 shipping. Whereas if you order it new off Amazon, although they say that it's like a more compressed album when you buy new ones off of the Amazon, like they're not the original compression. Joshua Bateman, what's up? Casswary, what's going on? Evan Haley, how are you? Brandon McGuire, what's up? James Young, what's going on, dude? Daniel Goldberg. Gunnar Lee, what's up, guys? How was your weekend? Did you guys have 4-day weekend? We did, but we did shit anyways. I was on the skid steer until it started pouring rain. I thought I was, because I have a bunch of branches still, a bunch of trees on the top upper part of the property. So I would grapple them and I pull them up overhead. Usually it's too much. I have to release some. Like some of them are pretty big. And I have to put them overhead to clear the water tanks and stuff on the side. So as I'm coming down, I just assumed that the upper field's wet. So I assumed that I was getting dripped on. But it fucking started raining for real. And then started pouring rain, like really, really pouring rain. And then we're supposed to have freeze tonight. Drove 14 hours today, Tennessee to Texas, right on. Where were you in Tennessee? McKay's, West Nashville is, yeah, McKay's, we've been there. Yeah, big, huge, 2-story bookstore, music stop. It rained all day and is now below freezing. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be here. I put water bowls back in all the rabbits' cages this morning. Just bought the bifold woodland tool carrier off Buy Now, Ship Now, right on. Bifold carrier on Quick Ship. Is it black or coyote? I don't have a clue, dude. I don't know. And I know you're like, we'll go look, but dude, there's fucking 200 things sitting in that bin right now. I don't know what you'll know soon enough. Eagle, what's up? Rutherford County, Smyrna, Murfreesboro. What are you doing there? Is that where you are, Evan? Bad Karma, what's up? The XL tool bag looks so big. You could fit, it's big, man. It's not super kit bag big, but it's big. I'm the only guy in my department who worked Friday. I'll take a day off when everyone else is working their ass. Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice. I'm sure it's nice to work while they're not also. Yeah. We get a lot of shit done when nobody's here. And people being here don't even interfere. It's just the less, distraction or drawing your attention. When the mini kit tons of mini kit promos have shipped. Yours is waiting on something we don't have. Do you know what you ordered? What was the items on the order? And what color mini kit did you ask for also? That's a huge part of it. We have shipped fucking 600, I think, of the normal colored mini kits. Do you have to shelter any of the animals when it freezes? No, they do their own thing. Like each dog has a kennel. In the kennel is pine shavings on the floor, and then there's pallets also so they can get off. They all have a dog loo, and then there's tarps. But given their own option, they never go into the shelter. The emus, they've got shelter. They never go in it. The sheeps, we've built all kinds of structure for the sheep. I've never seen a sheep inside any of the structures. As a matter of fact, when it freezes and ices, that's when they lamb. Whenever the worst weather is, that's when they're going to drop babies. The lack of distraction makes me almost, it does, twice as productive, exactly. Plus, you can walk around barefoot or do whatever you want to do. You don't have to, nobody's around. Any idea when the mini, oh, promos, there we go. Multi-dog, waiting on that answer, bud. Family live in Central Texas now, right on. Down here in God's waiting room. God's waiting in Florida. When it gets cold, we have to watch out for flies. I've seen that, man. I've seen the videos of it. That's pretty funny. Are the emus tropical? What's their original location? Where do emus come from? Australia? Or did people put them on Australia? You know that I don't know where emus fucking originated from, but they're in North Carolina and they overwinter just fine out in the snow, out in the ice. You'll see them. They'll kind of lay down and you'll see them like fluff up, and you'll touch them and their feathers are frozen. But you put your hands underneath, man, it's like a hot box. It's like an oven in there. And you hear them when they run. They kind of go. That's their feathers making that sound. They don't have normal feathers. Native to Australia. Good info. Did you know that, or did you just look that up? Chuck, what's up? Anybody get any shipping? Anybody get orders this week? Anybody receive anything? Was I shooting a BB gun? You'll put your eye out. No, I actually nicked myself with a razor. I felt it when it hit too. I'm like, oh man. And then you touch it and you're like, oh, it's not bleeding. But then when you get out of the shower, it's fucking blood all down your face. Do they bury their heads? I've never seen them bury their heads. I think ostriches do that. I've never seen emus do that. Mine don't. Our ground's pretty. Our ground's and the whole bury their heads in the sand. I suspect they're going after prey, because like ours will chase mice and anything they can put in their mouths. No, I check every video for the delivery confirmation for that backpack. No, I check every video. You mean every day? Yeah, they haven't built those backpacks yet. They're sitting right over here. I don't know why they haven't started them. There's only 2 of them. There's yours and 1 extra. They've been cut for at least a week, or maybe 2 weeks. I showed you when they got cut. Got my belt order I ordered a while ago. Thank you. Stay patient. I mean, we do what we can do. We definitely don't want to not deliver your shit. We do everything we can do. We still ship 80% or so everything within the day or two. Did you see the $1 billion they caught? All these Somalia I did see that, man. I did see that. And you know what's going to happen to them? Nothing. Not a fucking thing's going to happen. Somebody sent me a video, said Obama's definitely going to jail. And I looked at the comments in there, and it's like 8 months old. I'm like, I would love to see Obama go to jail. Obama's never going to jail. Hillary's never going. None of them are going to fucking jail. They all rape the same kids. They all have the same blackmail on each other. They all belong to the same satanic cults. None of them are going to prison. FBI is pulling records out, I believe. What does that mean? Down to 20s tomorrow. Yeah, I think we're supposed to be 20s tomorrow. That's what I'm hearing. You get a tax write-off for farm animals. Nope. We don't have enough property to be registered as a farm. Tennessee, or at least here, the magic number is 13 acres, and I am shy. Iran also, yeah, Iran's in full war with Israel, U.S., and Europe. I saw that. Ooh, boogie, boogie, boogie. Yeah, I saw that. What the fuck's Iran gonna do? How's their nuclear program going? Iran should shut the fuck up. I question whether they're actually saying that, or if we're just saying they're saying that. Like, can they fucking possibly be that stupid? every day I see videos that are like, the war has launched against Venezuela, troops ashore. And then when you go look, there is none. It's all bullshit, man. You would think these motherfuckers, like, you should have your channel just fucking banned for a month if you do clickbait shit. From the Cajun one, what up, man? How are you? Iran is gonna go until they tire out and walk away. No, Iran's gonna go until this fucking somebody gets assassinated over there who's doing that shit. Like, they were on national television supposedly talking shit, and the bitch broadcasting, they got a fucking missile in the building. They literally hit the building they were broadcasting from. In Florida, gas stations will put a couple cows in front of the station in a fence to get a land tax break. That's cool, dude. Every time someone says Iran, I think GTA Vice City and a flock of seagulls. I don't know what, I've never seen any of those video games, man. Iran at war with Israel and the West, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Israel can fuck Iran up just fine on their own. They should go do that and stay out of fucking the United States' business. Is silver skyrocketing right now? Good or bad? I don't think silver went down to $2.50 today, right? Is that skyrocketing? All the speculation is prepare for the crash. I think you're going to see $5 movements till it hits 100. I think that's probably where it should be. The silver is not skyrocketing. The dollar is lowering. Like, silver's not going up, and I suspect that it probably is suppressed. Do you have some silver? I think you should. Should you buy silver right now? Yeah, I think you'd probably be fine buying. I think you'd be happy with buying silver right now. The dollar's going to shit. Yeah, they're not rare. Yeah, like the beers, like the diamonds. I just saw how a smuggler brought Nile crocs to Florida and they've been loose in the Everglades. They are currently loose in the Everglades. I don't know anything about a smuggler, but we had import stations where king cobras, Burmese pythons, reticulated pythons, and Nile crocodiles, and Nile monitor lizards also. Like the whole Burmese python problem in the Everglades, that's not people letting them go. Nobody took their Burmese python and let it go in the Everglades. Those were animal import stations and zoos. When they flooded, those animals got loose. If we want to talk about man-made problems, let's discuss kudzu. Because kudzu was brought into the United States. The government during the Dust Bowl actually paid farmers $8 an acre to plant kudzu. We sold kudzu so that if you had a porch, you could have shade. Instead of buying shade cloth, you could have vining shade. Like the whole kudzu thing, we did that shit. I wonder January 1st, the George Washington Masonic Temple in Virginia right outside will be illuminated purple. I don't know. You said that before. I wonder. Snakehead fish. Yeah, we got a lot of invasive fish, man. The carps and stuff, it's destroying the breeding area for all the sunfish and bass. Artificial Fool, what's up, man? Every time that price goes up, new mines come online. I just saw how smuggler, okay, we read all this. Apparently the most Googled thing in Israel right now is January 1 attacks. Apparently bunch of federal agencies. Yeah, I saw that, man. I wonder if that's real. Like, somebody has the ability to put in what those Google searches are. Somebody can manipulate those. They said that was the case with the Christchurch, the Australia shooting. And what they're actually saying, if you look a little further into that, they're saying that those Google searches for January 1 are at like Disneyland and stuff like that, amusement parks. Did you see France canceled their New Year's Eve celebration? As a reptile guy, I hate when non-reptile people tell me how berm owners let, yeah. What do you have, Michael Hernandez? What kind of snakes you got? Or what kind of reptiles? I have a couple reptiles. Tabor, what's up? I was feeding reptiles tonight. Rafa, hey, what's up, man? How are you? Precious Metals, simply reacting to the shitty dollar. Can't just print money forever and not feel some pain. Wex, what's up, dude? Tabor, how are you? Man, I never saw the guy comment back about when the mini kit bags are going to ship. It blows my mind when a dude asks about that, and I'm like, hey, what's your order? And what color mini kit? Am I missing his reply? Multi-dog. Come on, man. What's the answer? Green tree pythons, berm, African house. Cool, man. Very cool. Chilling and getting ready to go to Singapore. Are you going out on a GoPlat or a boat, a ship? What are you doing in Singapore, man? Are you looking forward? I bet you're looking forward to Singapore. I didn't realize that many people even go to Disney World. They probably all wear Crocs. I bet they do. They said that it's cheaper right now to buy airfare and go to Disney World in Japan than it is to go to our Disney World. I've not looked into that, but it sounds a lot more cool to go to the one in Japan. Yeah, a bunch of cities have canceled their New Year's Eve stuff. Commissioning oil tanker for Venezuela's neighbor. Right on, man. Jose, man, what's up, dude? How are you? I bet Japan Disney World would be super cool. I'll bet it would, man. I bet, like, for somebody who's never been to Japan, I'll bet fucking anything in Japan would be cool. You'd rather go to Jamaica? Is there a Disneyland in Jamaica? You just want to go to Jamaica. Bring me back some Jamaica pythons. Or Jamaican boas. No, they're Jamaican boas, Jamaican pythons. They're terribly vicious. They're fucking, and they musk. When you grab them, they projectile shit. It's fucking horrible. Going to Japan next year. Might have to add that to the list. Very cool, man. Very cool. How much time will you spend in Japan? I would just go eat. I would literally just drive and then just drive around and sightsee Japan and then go eat. And then drive around and eat some more. I'm at a point in life I really don't want to leave America. I don't either. Could you imagine getting stuck outside of America? What if another fucking pandemic fucking kicked off, and to get back in the United States they had to Amanda built some of these. We've actually done 10 different versions of these, and they come out great, but the handle's low, and with the batteries and you can't put your hand in. Or they come out great and your hand doesn't fit. Like, this is the most perfect one that she has made yet. She's got a 6 battery one and the 4 battery, and we've got the branding. It says Milwaukee up top now, so you know what batteries, and then it says SOE tactical gear on the side there. Pretty cool. Home Depot, for any of you guys that have, we've got a bunch of pack out stuff. She's been making trays and stuff for the pack outs. Home Depot has the M12 batteries right now. You can get 3, is it a pack of 3 or a pack of 2? I think it's a pack of 3, pretty good deal on M12 batteries. And then they had some DeWalt's also. Some, you get 2 4s and 1 2 for like $150. They're the smaller batteries, but for most stuff they're fine. I knew people who were at a resort when the Cove kicked off. They just stayed there for a few months. Had it good, nice. Jamaican resort. That software she's using to whip those prints up. What software? Lightburn. I don't know what software she's using, Rafa. You've got some software already for yours, yeah? You're using something for your stuff. You like the, what'd you say you like? The ones from Czechoslovakia or Czech Republic? Same thing Drac uses. I don't remember what they are. 45 minutes away from my house, and I couldn't get paid enough to go there. 45 minutes away, you should be able to you can see it, can't you? Simmerwell, what's up, AJ? Love my 6-bay M18 Charger I got for Christmas. Oh, a Charger? Yeah, that's cool. They have a bigger one too, don't they? If I want something modified, can look into it. Prusa printer. Yeah, Prusa, that's what it was. You can buy them readily. Some cool. Oh, if we want something modified, you can look at it, Rafa. Right on. Everybody have a good weekend? We did. We went to Nashville yesterday, put new tires on the truck. Had some good sushi. Ran around quite a bit. We went to Jackson today. Both days pretty uneventful. Nothing crazy. Nothing super exciting either. And then today, went to Jackson. I got a bunch of pillows. I bought every pillow that Sam's Club had. I'm going to find a pillow combination that I like. And then we ate at a buffet, which was lacking. I fucking knew better, too. Battery-operated tools are old and dying. Any brand preference? Ed, man, go with the color you like is the real answer. Like the no bullshit answer. I've got DeWalt and Milwaukee. I feel like if anybody did the blind taste challenge, like if we blindfolded you and you touched the tools, I really think that, and I like the Milwaukee stuff better, but I think the DeWalt fit and finish is better. Everything Milwaukee makes that DeWalt makes, it looks like Milwaukee's like, this works, we don't need to improve it any, just leave it where it is. So I have both. I've got them all. I think power for power, I think they're all fine. I really do like the 12 volt, the small Milwaukee stuff. And I've got all the 18 and I've got all the 20 volt stuff also. I would go really whatever color you like. But I do like that compact 12 volt stuff that Milwaukee puts out quite a bit. I've got all of it. The predictive programming is wild. Did you say every pillow? Yeah, I bought all the pillows, man. All the pillows. Hilti has some really good battery life. Yeah, but fucking good luck finding Hilti. Like, where are you going to find DeWalt and Milwaukee? You can find anywhere. Same, and even Makita. Like, people say Makita. I don't go places where I see Makita shit for sale. I'm sure it's there somewhere. The new M12. Yeah, the M12 shit is really impressive when you look at the rankings and stuff and the tests on them and stuff, but fuck, it just works, man. And it's so small. Like, my wrists are always fucked up at some point from something. And if I'm building shit, like if I'm outside building some shit, we're going to use the big tools. But for carrying around inside here, man, I can just put that fucking M12 impact driver. I can put it right in my fucking jacket pocket. It's tiny. No update on mystery tins. None of them have shipped yet. Used a bunch of M18 tools today. Yeah, I like all of them, man. I bought into Makita because I used to be way into anime. Yeah, for real. Like, literally buy the color you like. Then I got a real woman. Good boy. Good boy. You can have sex with the real one. Well, I'm sure you were having sex with the fake one too. A brand new movie is starring Chris Pratt. The premise is basically they use AI to track all devices, and if they found out you commit a crime, then you have 24 hours to prove. I've seen the previews for that. I'd say we're not far from that. Just like, what was that Tom Cruise movie, Minority Report? Battery operated tools. Yeah, get the ones you like, man. That's the, like, no bullshit answer. As a Makita owner, Makita is behind. They have a huge catalog of tools, but no one carries a good supply. Yeah, you're seeing some weird shit flip-flop right now with Milwaukee and a couple other brands too. 3/8 M12 ratchet, 4-in-1, best tools I've ever bought. Right on. Right on. And I saw something interesting too. Like, you guys know you can buy battery plates off Amazon, so you can use Milwaukee batteries on DeWalt and DeWalt on Milwaukee. You have a Dyson, you got an old Dyson vacuum. I've got an old cordless Dyson that wouldn't hold a charge. They make a battery plate. You just screw it into place on the Dyson, and now it takes DeWalt batteries. Pretty good deal. I saw something interesting the other day on Facebook. Somebody is making a water transfer pump. Milwaukee makes a gasoline transfer and a water transfer, several of them, as a matter of fact, 12 volt and 18, as does DeWalt. But these guys, their pump was red-black, And at first I thought it was Milwaukee, and they showed their pump in use, and then they took the Milwaukee battery off and put a DeWalt. So their battery plate is set up to where it will take both batteries, which I found interesting. I like the plates. I buy Ryobi for the tools. Don't often use. All the batteries are Makita. Nice. I think you get a lot right now too with Harbor Freight stuff, man. A lot of movies are pre-programming for, yeah, they're conditioning us, yeah. Do they make M12 all black? No, but there's a couple companies or dudes that will take and dye yours. They'll take your tools apart and dye them, and then they also will paint them, other companies. The new M12 pass-through ratchet and sockets are my neck. Nice, that sounds awesome. For doing all thread and shit, dude, that'd be fucking great. Or anything with a long stud. I just buy a plate for each tool and just leave it in. That way I always run Makita batteries. Right on. My son's electric drive on car runs. I know you had told me that, man. 12 amp hour M12. That's badass. Now take some rubber and put it on the wheels. Man, I really like the that Icon stuff, the Harbor Freight Icon mini toolkits. And I just found some, basically like some, it's almost like pegboard, right? Buy it off Amazon. It's got magnets in each slot. So it holds like 100 quarter-inch drive bits. And then they've got these adapters that go in, and then they'll take quarter-inch and 3/8 and half-inch sockets. And it doesn't, when you tilt it, none of that shit falls out. So I can take all those tools out of that box and now put them on this board and just put them all in a smaller tool pod. Whereas the others kind of, you know, they'll jingle around and shit, but the box is nice, but it's 50% larger than you need that kit to be. Dual battery plates would allow to easily translation to new brand. For sure it would. Yeah, I think there's a lot of shit out there, man. There's some good tool channels too. Tim Walls activated the guard over 1 to 2 inches of snow. Yeah, are they giving out tampons? Well, he's got the guard out there. Why doesn't he have them round up all them Somalis? You just fucking follow the smell. I'm sure it's horrendous. I don't know if I said before, John. Trump is building the Albert Pike statue in D.C. Albert Pike is a major figure in Freemasonry. All of those dudes are Freemasons. He quite literally is the godfather for them, basically the devil worshiper. I did not know that. Not at all surprising. The whole ballroom has kind of gone quiet, though. We haven't heard much about that. Been using Cobalt. I've got a lot of Cobalt 3/8, 20 volt daily. I've got a lot of 80 volt Cobalt stuff. And my batteries are starting to go dead. And they have generics on Amazon you can get. I have not read any of the reviews on those. He'll also, yeah, he'll get away with being corrupt. Absolutely he will. Is there a pouch that you make that works for the bottom of the bite? There's not, man. What you want is one of these. And if you order one of these, it's a tool pod. You can get it with mesh or without. Order a common color and just put in notes. John said we'd put Velcro, and I'll put a 2-inch pack of hook Velcro on there, and then you can put it on there. That's what you want. That's what I did for Scully on his. He keeps his suppressor in there. My brother-in-law was a hosiery mill mechanic and used wire tools for sewing. Used Wera tools. Oh, I've heard of Wera tools, yeah. That's cool. Tim Walls probably hired Somalis to plow. Yeah, maybe. Does it snow in Somalia? Tim Walls is probably raiding the emergency funds or shuffling. Yeah, there's probably no fucking snowplows going around. Haven't had any luck with Amazon M18 batteries. Are the generics or actually buying Milwaukee ones? I know there's supposed to be a lot of like counterfeit shit on Amazon. At one time, the Department of Defense said you guys cannot order batteries off Amazon. They were getting, I think it was Energizer, as a matter of fact. They were making fake Energizer batteries, and when you put them on a voltmeter, they would test that. They'd ping full, but when you used them for a couple minutes, they would just fucking go dead. I can't imagine that it was cost effective to create fake lithium batteries, but they were doing it. There was like the government bought a fucking ton of them off Amazon at one point, and they were all trash. So much so that they fucking shit canned them all. Most of the generic 20s are crap. Buy the legit when they go on sale. Yeah, if you look at like on Amazon online, they have a lot of battery packages that are not on the store too. And vice versa. The stores will have individual shit. It's weird going from Home Depot to Home Depot. The shit they have locked up. Like they had like circular saw blades were locked up, but all kinds of blades and shit that you could put in your pocket were not locked up in Nashville yesterday. It's weird. Noticed a lot of military-age males who look Arab. All of them have tactical-looking bags wearing cargo pants and the jackets with Velcro for a unit. So what do you think that is, man? Where are you seeing that at? This is right outside D.C. Interesting. Interesting. TJ has a group of Pakistani males doing military-type training not far from where he resides, not far from where their group is. I think also you might get someone just old, something just old as shit, been sitting. Oh yeah, the Nylon Dawn. I have some dude that went and commented on like 12 of my videos today, telling everybody what an asshole I am. He commented on a video and he goes, "I realize this video is from 11 years ago, but this guy tells people that they're fucking pussies and talks very poorly to them." Can you imagine watching a bunch of fucking videos of somebody you don't like on your Sunday afternoon and then leaving comments? I thought the Coleman camping propane tanks were going away. They are. They are. It just hasn't caught up with your state yet. Remember when California Air Resource Board, when they started taking the funnels that worked and putting those stupid lockout funnels, how it was in California, and then 48 states adopted that? That's where this is going. We're already seeing them even here in Tennessee. You can still get the inexpensive ones. The new ones are like $25. And basically what they're doing is they're going to phase out the inexpensive Coleman cans. And they're going to make it so that you have to reload. So you will take yours and trade it like you do for Blue Rhino, or you will go in and have it filled. They're trying to negate people filling their own, is what they say. But yeah, it's coming to a town near you, man. Buy as many as you can. Like if you use any kind of propane, that shit's never going to go bad. We're using propane, 1 pound propane tanks that we bought over 20 years ago, and they're still good. Just, I mean, you might get some surface rust. Keep them someplace dry. Ideally, for bulk fuel and propane and shit like that, keep them in an outbuilding away from your building. They get visas from here by doing DoorDash, by being DoorDash drivers. Go look at a press conference Obama did in Home Depot. The same Home Depot in Alexandria is being run by Russians now. DC has fallen. Interesting. Interesting. Those fuel tanks are the worst. The new ones or the cheapy ones, Tom? I've not used any of the new ones. There's some really nice new ones. Some of the overland guys get hundreds of dollars for these fucking things. Get to Arizona much? No, man. I've not been to Arizona since we left California. If I won the lotto, I'd develop a way to compress homemade natural gas. Have you seen those biogas generators used in IBC2? Yep. There's look up home biogas on Instagram. There's channels that do it. They sell you a whole turnkey kit. Comes with a toilet. Your shit falls in this thing. I always thought the way to do it really well, because when it gets cold, right, the digestion's going to cool off. I thought the way to do it would be to keep the bladder, because it's like a waterbed bladder. Keep the bladder under a deck inside a row house so that it superheats it in the winter, and also the heat coming off the digester will keep some of the heat in the row house to help grow the plants above on the deck. I think that would probably work well. Most of those companies doing biodigesters and stuff are for third world countries. This year, I exchanged about 20 to 30 20-pound propane tank. Yeah, I use a lot of the barbecue ones. For guys that don't know, you know, you're going to pay 50, 60 bucks for an unloaded barbecue tank, like Home Depot, Lowe's, Costco, Sam's Club. If you go on Marketplace and just type in BBQ, barbecue, you'll find a bunch of barbecue tanks. Or type in propane, you'll find a bunch of them. And you'll see guys thinking that they're going to sell theirs for 50 bucks like they paid for it. And they probably will. But you'll also see dudes that are selling 10 and 20 of them for 5 or 10 bucks a piece. Buy those. Don't even worry about if they're within VIP inspection or they got the old valve or the new valve. All you're going to do now is take those to Walmart and swap them. The kid's going to give you a brand new loaded tank. Now, the ones you buy from those exchange services, they're filled to market rate. They're after a target of like $20. They might have raised now. It might be $25. You're never going to get a full jam. But you can then take them and have them topped off at Tractor Supply or Co-op or anywhere, or just use them and then load them up. But they're going to give you a newly painted with a new valve and everything. They're going to inspect them, and you're going to basically get rid of your old rusty, nasty ones for brand new ones. When they expire, just swap them out with Blue Rhino. That's it. Now, keep in mind, the Blue Rhino gas is dirty. So if you're running it on finer equipment, right? If you're running it like on a buddy heater, make sure you have the inline filter in there to pull the crud and shit out of there, because it will jam up your jets. I've done that over 100 times, like no bullshit, over 100 times. I've got at least 100 propane tanks that I've exchanged out. People should hit up their local material handling and repair shops and get propane conversions for pre-2000 gasoline engines. Nice. Tell me what you know about that. We've got a buddy on here that's got a propane conversion on one of his motors. AJ. I just ordered the tool pod and put in the note. We'll get it, Brandon. What color did you order? And it doesn't have to be Blue Rhino, right? It's that just happens to be the brand that's around at the bigger stores around here. I'm sure you've got all kinds of different options for that. Any of those exchanges will do it. Gas stations usually even have those cages too. OD with mesh. I don't think I have OD, man. I'm sure we've got them coming, but I don't think I've got OD. In my opinion, the larger tanks aren't worth it unless you're going with a pig. Much easier to move 20 cylinders. It is. They run out faster, though. You know how that goes. LARPCom, thanks. Amanda cuts my hair. Naked. I'm the naked one. Bunch of Ukrainian people around DC annoys me so much. Always thinking, shouldn't you be fighting for? Yeah, exactly. Are you not a combat age male? What do you? I tell these people here complaining about nobody has work. Nobody has work. There's nobody's hiring. And I'm like, and then every time I post I'm hiring, they're in my shit talking about how nobody's hiring and this guy takes advantage of people. Yes, I greatly take advantage of the local population. And I'm like, are you not a combat age male? Like, why don't you go in the fucking military? Fucking fix your life. Pre-2000 Heister forklifts use GM Vortec V8s and V6s. Oh, I had no idea, man. That's good information. Interesting. All right, guys. I just wanted to sit down and talk with you for a few minutes. I'm a little later than normal tonight. I am going to start shutting down here. Early morning tomorrow. Large tanks are gold for generators. The smaller tanks freeze out. Oh, I didn't know that. Realized my SOE belt got lost on my cross-country move, so I decided to treat myself to a late Christmas belt and FUPA. What a day to get the SOE text code. Well, thank you for the orders, man. I love Hip Cam. Yeah, you want to make your life, you want to feel good about yourself? Just read some Hip Camden, Tennessee shit. I can say that most airports are severely understaffed and they pay well. If some, yeah, there's work out there. All you have to do is be willing to work. There's work out there. You just got to be willing to work. 100-pound tanks are, yep, 100-pound tanks are out in the snow. I have some 100-pound tanks, verticals. Kit is turning out great. Looking forward to adding the SOE dump pouch and spare mag. Well, thanks for the order, man. Thank you. Smaller tanks froze in Texas in a summer after running a generator for 4 hours. You get running propane on your generator, I think you get like 20% less power, energy, gallon for gallon. Gasoline is more efficient, I believe. But propane's never going to go bad. Clever, what's up, dude? I'm just getting off of here, guys. All right, everybody, have a good evening. See you tomorrow. I'm sure we got a video going up shortly. We did a build video Friday. Modern aminos, you're going to love it. When 20-pound tanks freeze, I place them in the warm ash to warm them up. Do you have a massive propane tanks? Do you have any massive propane tanks that have to fill on the property? I do not yet. I do not have anything big. I've got a bunch of small tanks. All right, everybody, good night.